For Einstein, space and time are not flat, but stressed and wrapped and curved by gravity of matter. On behalf of Einstein theory of space-time, the modern sciences are studying cosmos to understand the starting and end of universe. At present, the theory of Einstein is so popular and verified that astrophysics is trying to understand the nature of universe. For modern sciences, space is a fabric and curved because of gravity, and space and time is uniform theory.
Even all that scientists are looking with mega telescopes to billions of light years and informing how many galaxies are there. But they already admitted that the light coming to their telescope emerged billions of years ago, and therefore what they are seeing and witnessing is the condition of universe far billions of light years is the past and history of cosmos. And they even do not know what actually at present the space is and carrying how many present galaxies. There are certainly more paradoxes that reality for scientists, and it is good that youth at present is studying science rather than practicing religions. But if we study deep into the Hindu metaphysics of how this universe is formed and what space is, they have clearly observed and understand the meaning of universe and have specific definition of space. The Hindus started with the Rig Veda to understand the universe, creation, and observe what actually the space is made up of.
Hare Om Swasti na Indra Vredasravaha Swasti na Pokal Vishwavedaha Swasti nastariksho arishkaneme Swasti no Brihaspatridadhatu Om Paya.
The Hindus started with the formation of universe, but actually not suggested the Big Bang theory of the creation, but clearly specified the origin of universe in the Nasadhyam. These hymns was not delivered that how universe started, but it gives the picture of what actually the formation situation of universe. The hymns started the condition of before the universe started, and then how it proceeded. There was neither nor existence then. There was neither the space nor the sky. There was neither death nor immortality then. There was no individual mark of night nor of day. Death one breath windless by its own impulse. Other than that, there was nothing beyond. Darkness was hidden by darkness in the beginning, with no distinguished sign. All this was water, the life force that was covered with emptiness, that one arose through the power of heat.
Who really knows? Who will here declare it? Whence was it shaped? Whence is this creation? The gods came afterward with the creation of this universe. Who then knows when it has arisen? When this creation has arisen, perhaps it formed itself, or perhaps it did not. The one who looks down on it in the highest heaven, only he knows, or perhaps even he does not know. In Hindus, they were more concerned on the issue of metaphysics, and they tried to understand the universe to know from where human came from. Yes, at that time, They have not encountered the question of are we alone, but the question which was deeply discussed was how and where we are. For Hindus, space is the main element of universe and creation, and without space nothing is possible to create. Such world, space is independent element, true in nature, neither matter nor fire nor water and neither form of air. Space is unique and different, and without space there is no evolution. The Sankhya were the oldest philosophical thought of Hindus, and they very much regarded the importance of space. For them, the five subtle element in which space was one of the elements. Though for them the elements is the part of Mahabhutas and came very late. It is to say that space was not formed with the universe, but it came afterward when creation started, and without space there would have no creation. The gross element were space, air, fire, water and earth, which constitute the universe. Samkhya maintained that earth the matter, fire the energy, water the compound and air the gases and space the fabric that made this creation in universe happen. Sankhyas were the first to maintain the existence of matter as independent. And from these elements the sense organs came out to grasp. Sankhyas explain that the Prakriti, which is matter and independent, is composed of attributes, and these three attributes compose the universe. And similarly for Nyaya and Vaisheshika school of thoughts, the creation of world as in accordance to the Rig Veda. The Rig provided the order of nature, and Rig explained the laws of universe, and an initial cause of universe is identified. The Vaishesh is the term used for material universe, and first time any old philosophical school used the word atom while explaining the universe. The Vaishesh explained the constitution of earth, water, air and fire as material, but took space as non-matter and stated that space is the atom which is non-matter, and also described the motion of matter to understand the cosmology and how the universe work. For them, space is not matter, and that could be non-matter or antimatter or even can be dark matter, which at present scientists are studying with tightening belts. This school of philosophy accepted matter as independent and responsible for creation, dissolution and then again recreation. These atoms conjoin and disjoin and making new substances in the universe and dissolving old substance in the process of recreation of the universe.
The school also used the theories of magnetic inertia and motion to understand the creation of the universe. The logical school also proceeded to understand the universe and creation and to know the laws of the universe. For them, creation and universe is not the blessings of any god, but it formed with natural laws, and there are certain principles that run the process of forming universe and creation and dissolution. But Lokayata The materialist school of Hindus rejected space as the element of creation of the universe. They maintained that earth, water, air, and fire are the only elements that created the universe, while space or sky is not perspective and therefore it is not the part of creation. Unfortunately, we lost the original text of Lokayata or Brahaspati or Hindu materialism, but certainly this school went with the scientific bent of mind by explaining the reality of matter and also life in accordance of material world. But Lokayata never took space as an independent entity or element.
Similarly, Advaita Vedanta took creation as relatively and talk only and only about the singularity as the absolute reality. Advaita does not deny the reality of the world or universe, but for them the world or universe is relatively true till the singularity which is for them is Brahman is not understood, which is singularity. They introduce concept of Maya, which is like virtual games or simulation, which is true till we feel or accept it as a true. But ultimate reality is only Brahman, which is shapeless, spaceless, colorless, attributeless, and which is something cannot be explained. In early Buddhism, there were only four elements, including earth, fire, air, and water. And these are external elements based on material attributes. But Jainism described space as a substance accommodating for the living souls and matter. This space is also for motion and for rest, and first time in philosophy of Hindu and in Jainism accepted that space is where time prevails. Jains claim space is infinite, and in that motion, rest, and even time, which is eternal, prevails in space. Time progress in infinite space, and time in space is of two types. Vyavahar Kal, which is feel and perceived by senses to human beings, and another is Nishchay Kal, that is imperceptible, bring change and so on continually and change all substance.